Hello everyone, this is Jacen Sharkey with Stories to Send from the Literacy Coalition. My mom is doing the camera once again.
Hi.
And today we'll be looking at a sundial and shadows.
So we've learned about shadows before and how depending on an object's movement, the shadow will change its direction. So we're going to use that information today to make a sundial.
Yep, a good book to think about this would be Vacation Under the Volcano, because Jack and Annie in the book.
Jack and Annie actually use a sundial to tell the time before Mount Vesuvius explodes. And they're able to get to safety.
Well, not explodes, but erupts.
Erupts, I'm sorry. Now, sundials have been used for thousands of years before they actually invented clocks. And so the supplies that you need for today
will be a paper plate, a pencil, a compass, and paper clips.
Or you can use rocks. We like paper clips because you can put them right on the plate to mark each hour.
Yeah.
So the first thing that Jacen and I did before was we grabbed a paper plate and we folded it in half. And then we folded it in half the other way.
So that we could see the X in the middle and know exactly where to...
Because you want to put the pencil in the center point of the plate. The plate is what you're using, and the pencil is going to be what's called a gnomon. And that is your pointer or your indicator for your sundial. So now, Jacen has a plate. It's been folded twice, so he knows where the center point is. So he's going to take this pencil, punch a hole all the way through. All the way through.
Yeah, I know.
And then he's going to stick that pencil in the ground. Alright, he's going to flatten it out. You want to have a nice sunny spot, so Jacen's going to kind of move out of the way so you can see the shadow.
Yeah, because you can see my shadow doing that.
So what you see right now is the gnomon, that's the indicator, sitting on the plate.
And also you want to tilt it slightly
to the north. And if you're not sure which way is north, you can have a compass. We have one just to double check. You can also, if you're in the southern hemisphere, if you're south of the equator, you'll need to tilt it to the south instead. Now Jacen's going to take one of the large paper clips and he's going to mark the location of the gnomon's shadow.
If you use a paper plate like this with these, it's really useful because then the little knob right there can actually match up with the shadows, so it'd be really easy to tell.
Alright, so he's going to match that up.
There we go.
And make sure that they match. There you go. So now we know that it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. And it's really fun to start this in the morning, and then when we come back in like an hour, the shadow will have moved.
Yep.
The reason the shadow moves is because the path that the Earth is taking and spinning is going to be on an axis, but the sun is traveling over our heads, and the path that the sun takes through the sky is called an elliptic. And so the elliptic is the movement that's going to help our gnomon move along with the time of day. Now, Jacen, do you think planet Earth spins at the same speed as other planets like Mercury or Jupiter?
It does not.
So what would happen if you tried using a sundial on one of those planets?
Well, I think the shadow would actually be different, and it would take longer for the shadow to actually like move, you know?
It would, and it depends on where you are. If you're in Mercury, the shadow would actually go much faster because the days are much shorter on Mercury. But if you're on a big planet like Jupiter, the days are going to be much longer, so it would take different time. So we're going to come back out in a little while and check on our sundial later. You can make them fancy, you can make them pretty, and if you mark the time of day, you can always come back and use your sundial again.
But we're sorry, but you're not going to be able to see it because that's an hour.
Yeah, we're not going to make you sit here for an hour with us, but we'll come back and check it later.
Yep.
So,
and also, not only can you make sundials that'll tell you the time, but you can also make your own compasses.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you how you can make your own compass out of just sticks and pebbles.
Okay.
All you have to do is take a stick, shove it into the ground, and then you'll see a shadow, and take a pebble or a leaf or something and put it on the shadow. And then after like 15 minutes or an hour or so, the shadow will have moved. And then you place the pebble there, take the stick and place another stick in the middle. So that's how you make your own compass.
Okay, that'll give you a direction. If you know what direction the sun is moving, because the sun always moves
West.
east to west.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so if you know
west.
east and west, you can always figure out north. Absolutely right. Well, thank you so much for watching. This program is brought to you today by
the Children's Service Council of Palm Beach County.
Primetime Palm Beach County.
And the Literacy Coalition's Stories and STEM.
Thank you so much for watching.
And we'll see you next time on the next Stories in STEM. Cut.